viewers, let me get a little chat back if everybody can hear loud and clear. Good to see you all. All right. All right. Good morning, everybody. All right. Good. Everyone on YouTube, Facebook Live, good to see you all. What happened? Everyone lost the excitement? What's going on with all the GameStop now? And everyone's all like, everybody's a little nervous. What's happened with GameStop? What's happened with silver now? I was out with a couple of friends of mine over the weekend, and they were talking about, obviously I was pretty popular, believe it or not. Everybody wanted to ask me, oh, Fausto, what's going on? Remember, like last week, my phone was blowing up even when doing my meetings, I was Twitter and stuff. So I told you guys this last time, okay? I told you this last week. Do you really think GameStop's worth $400? Do you think it was even worth $100? Do you even think it was worth $50? Okay? It was just a matter of time it was going to come down. So the thing is, you have to understand is that I told you about the options, right? Well, the problem with the options, I know a lot of this trade options that their options are very, very expensive. But it was hard to get the options. Like getting a short off GameStop is like almost impossible. No brokerage is going to give it to you. All right, there's just no shares out there. But a way to get around that is you could short the option. So hopefully a lot of you guys went out there and whoever the options traders, if you are, went out there and did the short on the option, did the puts on them. You're probably looking pretty good. But one of my friends, he did invest a lot. It cost him a lot of money to get an option off, and he's a big options trader, and he actually got it. He did get it. So the thing is, you have to look at it is that not all the time do you have to look at it where you miss the opportunity going up, because we all know, being here, whatever goes up comes down twice as fast. All right, and this is not basically nothing new to us. We do this all the time. People are like, really? They're like, yeah, we do it all the time. This is like normal practice here at Cyber Trading. This is what we trade every day in the trading room. I mean, yes, there was an anomaly, of seeing something go up this high. I mean, we saw it. I joke around with it with Kodak, but we did see it with Kodak. We see it with a lot of the stocks. But listen, they're all coming down. AMC, listen, is AMC, I was saying, like, the place is not even open. It's not even open. You really think AMC is worth $20? You think it was worth even $13? Okay? So they're all taking hits right now. EXPR is another one. You can see them going down the list. They're all starting to come back to reality. What else we got? KOSS. Let me tell you something. The KOSS, my brother traded it. He called me up, and he was very nice. He took me out to dinner. Okay, he paid for my family going out for dinner. But this stock right here, he bought it at, I think it was like 75, and it ran to like 100, and there was a huge iceberg going out there for 50,000, and as much as he don't want to admit it, I'm like, you better sell. My phone kept ringing. He's like, what's the stock doing? What's the stock doing? And he had a lot of shares of it too. And he made a killing on it. I'm like, get out of it. And it hit it. It came back. It came back. Sure enough, boom. You know what? If he didn't get out of that stock, he would have been destroyed. All right. But you're talking somebody, that could afford it. But one thing you have to understand as a trader, because I know we have a lot of people that are beginners, and a lot of beginners here, and people like getting getting a little nervous, like jumping in certain stocks. There's a lot of stocks out there we trade. You don't have to trade these stocks to hit it out of the park. Remember that this is not like you fail and you quit and go back to your day job. Okay, what you do here is you get back up and you keep fighting. And the thing is, you don't need to go crazy on these stocks. Like, listen, I'm the first one to admit it. I stayed far away from these stocks because I knew you were playing with fire here. Okay. And someone's going to get burned, and someone got really burned. So, I traded some of them, but I wasn't like all over this. I have other things. Remember, today was starting phase 3. So hopefully everybody will see you in phase 3, where we're going to trade live with me for all my students. We're gonna find these stocks and so on. So it's the last phase of all the courses that we do here at Cyber Trading. And you see, it's all about risk to reward. It's not about going out there and trading something just to trade it. You're trading something because you're trading it because you're just looking to make a day's pay. That's where it comes down to it. But I'm just going to go down the list. Bobby J, BBY. You can see them all coming back down to reality. American Airlines. I think I heard something that the CEO, a lot of the employees, the CEOs sold American Airlines, and all of a sudden they're up in arms, raising their hands. They're like, well, "That's not right." You know that the owners, the CEOs, and the people on the board allowed to sell American Airlines. Do you really think they thought that their stock was worth $20? I mean, do you really think that when it went to, what did it go up to? Yeah, I mean, when it went to 26, I mean, they really think it was worth that? No, they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, does that make them a bad person? You know what I mean? You wake up one day, if I told you that your house is worth, I don't know, $1 million, right? And all of a sudden, something happened on your block. I had this conversation with somebody the other day, and all of a sudden, I had a conversation. Something happened in your block, a house built to, and all of a sudden, your house is worth like $5 million. You know your house is worth $1 million. If they're going to get mad at you sold for $5 million, because you know what? You love your house. You probably don't want to sell it. Yeah, right, Wayne. Sold, right? Everyone. I'll buy it back at $1 million because you know it's not worth it. That's all. This doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you smart. That's what it makes you. So don't let people think that I know as much as everybody hates what's going on with all these stocks and what's happening. That I've learned to teach you guys: don't get even. Okay, don't get angry. Just know how to play the game, and you'll enjoy this job for the rest of your life. All right. Anyway, let's go through the watch list because there are a lot of stocks that are on my watch list, and I know there was a couple of stocks also that made some really moves. Space, on the other hand, my God, this thing is just an animal, huh? Look at this thing. This was one that we traded yesterday. Space is doing great. So I love that stock. You know what's so funny? I bought that stock for my little nephews and nieces. I threw it in there and just bought it for them. They must be having a feel. I mean, they don't know because they're only like 5 and 3, you know. But I said, you know what? I'm going to buy this stock for them. I put it in their account. Now I'm like freaking out because it's going up too fast. But remember, we also do some swing trades here, then day trades. How did your plowing go yesterday, Tony? Tony, I basically got a new ATV, okay? And I basically got a plow for it. Then I did everybody's driveway. I was out there till about 10 o'clock at night, just driving around, whipping around, cleaning. I just had a field day. Everybody's like, "Well, thank you, neighbor." I'm like, "Nope, you're more than welcome." Okay, that's the beauty of it. I literally did like probably about maybe 15, 20 houses, just going out there and just pushing things, just being a nice neighbor. All right, so. Everybody's like, "Oh, can I pay you?" I says, "Yeah, you could pay me. I work for snacks." I told them. So anyway, let's go through the watch list. There's a couple of stocks here I want to look at. I want to start off with AEZS. So here's a stock that's gapped up pretty nicely. It's about 47% right now. It is a penny stock. You know, I always got to say this, but you got to be really careful with these things. Very dangerous stocks. But once they break over $1, at least I know I'm not dealing with a fraction of a penny. But this stock, obviously, it's moving kind of flat. It's making little higher highs. There's a lot of big iceberg orders on it. It's okay. We'll keep an eye on that one. MBRX is another one that made my radar. This stock took a very big hit the last couple of days, and all of a sudden, boom, came right back up. It's starting to trend down. It is up a lot. It's up 60%, but it's trade 12 million shares. It doesn't have any algo in it, which is pretty good. We're going to check out that one too. The SAVA. Yeah, that one was pretty cool. But she's got some good support levels here. You see you got some decent iceberg orders. You got about 13,000 share buyer out there. Oh, he just pulled his order, actually. He was at 40. Looks like he lowered it. But it's got some good orders. Doesn't have any algos like some of the other stocks. DRRX, another one that looks pretty decent, up 38%. Very good spread. From the looks of it, it looks like a good beginner stock. So some of you are new trading, that a little nervous and a little, deer in the headlights. You get you get butterflies when you do your first trade. This might be something a little bit more controllable, a little bit more friendly. You don't really know too much until it opens up. But from what we've learned in phase 1, lesson 1, when we teach you, remember the 3 T's: tradable, trend, and trap. The first thing you always learn is tradable. You can see it is kind of a little bit tradable right now. So we'll check it out and see how it opens up. A couple other stocks, a little bit on the faster moving, but bingo. What's going on with bingo? This stock, we had so much fun with this stock lately. This stock, if you look at it, it was literally like 50 cents, right? Look at it, it's at $13. You see, like when you think GameStop, what's wrong with bingo? At least you know you're dealing with a real company, that obviously is doing well. All right. But since December, this thing has not stopped. It's going to be testing higher highs right now, but all-time highs. Really nice stock. I know a lot of you guys traded this morning in the trading room. You could see that it was at 11, around 8:15. Stock had a nice run. It's around that time, around 11 o'clock, around the 9 a.m. So it's got a big buyer right there that's holding up pretty strong there at 12.50. So you can see right there, it's been holding there. A lot of big orders out there: 7,000, 18,000, 10,000. You can see on the right-hand side. So nice order. You got a nice 20,000 share seller sitting over there at 12.90. Fun stock to trade. We did really, really good with this stock. All right. A couple other stocks I want you to keep an eye on. A couple of brand name stocks like Ford and GM. They're all doing pretty well. I know the market's up pretty well, but we also do some swing trades. Ford's doing good. Pinterest is doing pretty well. I've been a big fan of Pinterest. Stock is, I know they're coming out with earnings. Google's coming out with earnings today. Who else coming out? Amazon's coming out with earnings. Could you believe Chipotle? I mean, those millennials, man, $1,500 stock? Man, that's coming out with earnings too. I just can't. Chipotle? Really? Really, Chipotle? $1,500? Seriously? I thought it was a joke when they had the what was it? I call it the schmigalosis sickness with the salad. Everybody was getting sick, and the stock went from like 800 to 400 or 300, dropped. I mean, now it's 1,500. Chipotle, really? That's when you learn that it doesn't matter what you think. If you really want to short a stock, you really think like it's not worth it, go do that on Chipotle and look what ended up happening. You got crushed, right? That's why you can't think you know something about the market. But anyway, that one's doing well. DraftKings, DRFK. Oops, typed it wrong. Why? Oh, I got the wrong window clicked over here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So DraftKings is also doing. Keep typing in the wrong window. So DraftKings, it's got nice little Fausto flag. Stock's been moving pretty well. Another stock that's been a good swing trade. Hopefully everybody's been keeping an eye on that stock. I know we've done really well when the stock took a little bit of a hit right there. So anyway, a couple of good stocks on the swing trade are doing pretty well. A couple other stocks also that are going to be focused on day trading today. MBRX, you got that one. AEZS, another one we already know about. Yeah, that one was on the. I wrote on 2 lists. Sorry about that, guys. AREC. That's the other one right there. Nice little push right there. Nice little trend. A lot of you remember we traded this in October when it went from $1.50 to $5. It does a little shake and it pops. Does a little shake and it pops. That one's doing okay. We're going to keep an eye on that one too. Nice orders on it. No algorithms I don't see on that one. UUU, another one that we traded that did really well. Went from 8 to 18. Now it's up about 10. Be very, very careful of this stock though. If you did your notes properly, that we teach you how to take notes on it, the stock did really well, but you got to remember on the shakes. SAVA is the other one right there. That one's moving awesome. Stock just came out with news. You could tell just at 9 a.m., boom, it went from 28 up to 33. This stock is obviously doing really well. I mean, sciences must be a good pharmaceutical drug. All right, so Oh, a little. Here's one I want to bring up. SRNT. Okay, SRNT. Just to get to show you what happened to me. This is to me, it looks like a stock split. Okay, I don't think the stock is down. Is it? Whoever it was, it's not sure, not looking too well. But let's keep an eye on this one too, because this one's getting like, ouch. It looks like a stock split, but I don't know. Let's check the news on that one. Anyway, anything I'm missing I did not call out? Lee says, what about HOL? Nice push, nice trend, great volume, 8.2 million shares. Stock is breaking an all-time high. I'm going to put that one, definitely going to put that on the watch list. HOL. And Michael is saying the AREC. Another nice little stock right there. It just came up on the radar. We have that up there. I'm looking at it. I just want to be really careful on the support level. Be careful of those big buyers out there right around 320 on that, Michael. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anything out there? Listen, today is Tuesday, right? Mondays and Fridays were very difficult. I got a little beat up yesterday. I on silver. I tried to jump on silver a little bit. Good thing I got out of it. And I'm not embarrassed to say it, but if you can't admit that you're wrong, you basically are a cocky individual. Okay, just be careful when you see that. But like silver, I tried to buy it yesterday. After thinking it was going to be the next biggest thing. I own silver coins for the longest time. But if you look right here, I tried trading pre-market. I lost. I bought it back. I lost again. And then I have something that's called the 3 strikes you're out rule. So anyway, they did move. I did well on POS yesterday. You can see that one had a really nice move from 29 up to 40. But listen, good thing I got out of it, because if I didn't, I would have been crushed. Okay, so I made my money back on this one. I lost on the PASV. I actually went a little bit heavier on the other one. This one was a little bit more volatile, but looks like this whole thing is gonna dry up a little soon. But remember, this is its own market, and plus, not only that, it's kind of hard to trade ETFs. ETFs are people always ask me, "Do you trade ETFs?" I'm like, you know what? ETFs are very difficult to trade because it's hard to see the ECN orders out there and all the high frequencies, the dark pools, all those algos. Very hard to see it in those. A couple of you just bring up a couple of stocks over here. We got one on YouTube. Says ARTL. Nice stock, nice trend. Got a nice little push right here. Why didn't I put this on my watch list? I think it was the algos on this stock. So she's not really going anywhere. I think that was one of the big things. But we'll put it on the B list. We'll put it on the B list. All right. Anything else? Anything I'm missing? INO from Deborah. INO was a really nice movie yesterday, Deborah, and everyone on YouTube. I know we did well on it, but right now it's kind of flatline. Okay, it's kind of flat. It's up a little bit. It's up for the last couple of days. Literally up almost 100% from where it started from its rally. But just be very careful of the stock. We traded yesterday. It's got very small tier sizes. It's very difficult to get in and out of it. Be careful of that spread. ARTL is a number 2 on the gainers AM list. It's actually number 1 now. You can see it right there. It just made first. But it's not really going anywhere, Bonnie. That's the only reason why. Okay? All right, guys. So let's get ready for class. If you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, you want to come and join the trading room, just like us, friend us, do a $9 trial, join us for a week. Everybody in the cyber group room. Like I said, you see something, you say something. You could be in both rooms if you want to, in the trading room and in class. But once again, please focus on class, because remember, we gotta learn to stop losing, because you can't fix that. How do you expect it to succeed and keep winning? All right. So I'll see you all there. Thanks, everybody. And everyone else will be back here at 2:30 for the afternoon meeting.